welcome back. And now that K2 is gone, I'm pretty positive that we can say cuss words on stream. I used them for a minute, so frick. Just said it.
You did?
I can. I'm here with Coop Doggy, and we're so back. And I'm so excited. It's gonna be such a fantastic game. We got a Div D game lined up for us here, and it's gonna be Goons versus Nebula. And tell me what I mean. And I can do a little bit of a personal interview now. Actually, this is gonna be super interesting. How did that game go for you? Kind of while we go through some of these stats.
It kind of went, if I'm gonna be honest, pretty expected. They're a very aggressive team, very in your face, which is just not who we play well against, if I'm gonna be honest with you. So I tried as hard as I could to kind of just play super fast, be just as aggressive and in their face. Unfortunately, it didn't really work out for us, but yeah, they played some pretty good Rocket League aside from the open nets. I don't know if that was mentioned at all, but
yeah, they did
there was a lot of open net misses.
They did mention that as soon as you switch to the Dominus, they got a little scared, and that's when you took Game 3. So, but moving
and
into
then Game 4 happened.
Exactly. Moving into Div D standings here, version 2 is sitting very, very pretty at the very top. 81% win chance. I mean, they have barely lost any games the entire season of DCRL for this spring. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they're sitting very pretty. The Goons, they're sitting up at the top as well, 4-2 with 60% win rate. They don't have any league-leading stats, but that's honestly nothing that I would be too ashamed about, or nothing that I'd be worried about at all. Because going into playoffs, you're gonna sit very nice. And Nebula, 0-6, haven't won a game yet, but don't count the underdogs out just yet. Eagle, I know that you mentioned that as well. So we're gonna move over into Nebula here. Not a lot of stats, I'm not gonna lie. Demoed per game is league leading for Sloop John here. There haven't been a lot of assists on the bracket just yet for Nebula, but their shot percentage coming out from Lone Isa is not bad. 31 shot percentage from him is pretty solid.
Yeah, no, one thing that I want to mention here, never rule out a team like this, because there is a point. I don't know when that point is for what point on a team that is not performing very well, where you just say, screw it, it's the end of the season, let's have some fun. And that is usually when people get cracked out, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. I play my best when I have nothing to lose, and I'm just, happy to be there, you know what I mean? So maybe we'll see something here out of Nebula. If there's any time to do it, now is the time.
Yeah, it's going to be super hard to, 50s are going to go all over the place when they're, everyone is on top of the ball in the corners, and there's going to be a lot of just weird stuff happening. And that's exactly what Nebula kind of wants at this point in time, just take advantage of the weirdness. And, moving over to the Goons here, sitting 4-2, also not really league leading in anything here, but they've got a lot higher shot percentage as opposed to Nebula here, sitting at around 36, 38, that 34 range, sitting very, very solid. And a lot of shots per game, almost 2 shots from both XLS and Freak, and 3 shots coming out from NTX here.
Yeah, one thing I mean, you kind of already brought it up, but the shooting percentage, that is a very, very high shooting percentage. They are taking quality shots. Now, the goals per game, not anything extraordinary, I guess, but if you're placing your shots well, it doesn't really matter how many shots you take. You're going to score a bunch of goals. I think, even in my division, most of the players are 28 to 32% shooting, so this is exceptional. Yeah, I'm curious to see what this team is capable of here, as this is one of those games where you get a team that likes to shoot and score and a team that hasn't been really performing super well. Some weird stuff happens.
Yeah, I mean, and when you go up against a team that's hasn't really won too many games, you mentioned earlier, they're kind of just gonna go for crazy stuff, crazy stuff, just because they can.
Yep.
It's just they're kind of gonna take advantage of that, like we mentioned earlier. And I mean, I don't want to make a prediction against the underdogs, so I'm gonna predict for Nebula. I haven't been too hot for predictions today, but I'm gonna go Nebula taking this one in 3. They're gonna sweep Goons. They're gonna sweep them. They're gonna take them off their feet. They're gonna sweep them off their feet.
I don't know. I don't know if I would go that far. I do think. How do I want to say this? I think Goons is gonna come out on top, but I think it'll go to game 5. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you, these, you know, like people in chat may think I'm absurd for even suggesting that, but one thing that I have seen is games that often just seem basically fixed are very weird, and I am hoping for a game 5 as I get to cast from our beautiful esports lounge. But yeah, anything for content with Coop.
Absolutely. Still waiting for the players to get kind of in this game here. We've got 2, and that's it. So we're not. If you're watching the stream, DivD players from Nebula and or Goons, get in this game so we can start.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Isa in.
But yeah, I'm
LS. Yeah, I don't know. This is already scuffed. I'm all for it.
I'm excited to see how this game goes, and you know, I'm having a little bit of second thoughts. I'm not gonna lie to you about the Goons taking this in game 3. I'm gonna say they take it in game 4, just to give them a little bit of a buffer. They might. Who knows? You know, I just, after reviewing and doing a little bit of thought processing, I'm gonna give them game 4. But I'm not giving up on my Goons. All right, or the Nebula squad.
On your Nebula.
On my Nebula squad. All right, they're gonna take it. I have so much faith in them, and they're gonna hit this solid.
Sorry, I'm trying to get. Okay, I have his epic now.
Swamp, thank you for the sub, Eric. You're a goat. And I believe Whirl also gave a sub prime, a subscription as well earlier on, so I appreciate that as well. I understand that the sub goal is not accurate as of right now. Don't hit the player, hit the game. All right, it's not my fault. I updated it, I refreshed it a bunch of times. It's not my fault, guys. Okay, so everyone just get off my back about that.
Evil, I'm not gonna do the roar, unless someone's offering subs. I ain't doing no roar. But yeah. This will be a pretty fun game. I like to cast the DivD games because, like, most of it is just pure and utter chaos, which I live for. That's just my personality, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. So, I will always cast a nice quality DivD game.
Yeah, absolutely.
You do have Isa in now, so... Oh, they're in a game.
Yeah, if you are going to be on stream at, say, 10:30 p.m.
Make an example out of people.
Make sure that you're ready for the game at 10:30 p.m. But it looks like he's out of the game. We're just about ready to start this up here. Getting all the players in here. Eric, I don't think that I can say that on stream. I don't think that we can. I don't think I would get in trouble from K-Tool. I'd probably get in trouble from Dad. All right.
But I am Dad.
I don't know. Don't know if we can do that.
I'm gonna close the door really quick.
All right, we got all the players. I'm sorry, I'm tired of talking. Let's get in here and get ready for some actual DCRL action instead of us yapping.
All right, I'm back. Oh.
We're actually getting into this game, I believe, Coop. So.
Perfect. I'm so excited.
Over. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, can you tell by my voice?
All right.
Good.
Starting up here. Some DivD DCRL action in week 8, and you know the Goons really sitting pretty solid in this season. Nebula still trying to make their mark in the stats bracket here, but I mean, from what we've seen so far, I mean, not too much obviously with the first 20 seconds underway.
Yep.
I mean, paper could be so misleading. I mean, we've seen that many a times. So hopefully,
yeah, I can attest to that. As someone who has worked on stats basically since they've been in DCRL, I would have to agree with you. As we already see Goons up in the offensive pressure here into the Nebula half, as KM King gets absolutely rejected off the backboard. There's a 50 as Slicer takes it into the corner, heading mid over to Lone Isa. XLS potential shot here, sent back by Sloop John. This is an opportunity here for Nebula. Slicer looking extremely awkward. It gets wiped off the face of the earth by Sloop John, and already we have Nebula kind of just showing him the money.
Yeah, I mean, some back and forth action, no shots just yet. We've seen some demos, though. We've seen some crazy shot opportunities, but nothing quite crazy just yet. MTX Slicer going to throw it back over to Nebula's corner here. He's going to follow it up into the corner, try to go for a passing play here. Doesn't quite find it as Sloop going to throw that one back over to the corner. Doesn't get a second touch, but Lone Isaac goes for the bump on MTX, trying to get that one cleared away. Freak tries to go for the shot. A double commit coming out between XLS and Freak there. And now ball just kind of sitting in the corner for Nebula. Not a lot of action going on, but also not a lot of boost coming out from King. He's going to have to play slow.
XLS now. Potential solo play. Flips it over. Sloop John, that is in the net. That was all three, I think, that he just completely duped.
A solid flip from him as well, dude. What a dribble as well. A fantastic dribble from XLS.
I just realized his club tag is Riz.
Oh, no.
He flicked it with Riz. On God. Kickoff into the corner here for Goons. XLS making a play. Sent back down by KM King. As now Slicer slams it into the Nebula corner. Sloop John collecting it. Looking for potential mid pass over to Isa. Does not get the touch that he wants. XLS off the backboard. Potential shot. Slams it off the sidewall. And now Sloop John bringing it up the wall once more. Sent back by XLS. Isa doesn't get the booming clear that he likes. But over to KM King, who will send it down for Nebula. Slicer. Is this an open net? Okay, XLS is there to defend the potential open net from Nebula. And I got to appreciate the early aggression out of Nebula here. I know we're halfway into the game, but in early in the series, just already showing them that you can indeed grab a spot here in the lower Div D bracket. That is... Oh, no!
Just off the top crossbar there, bar down. And as it goes back midfield here now, Nebula having another opportunity. He gets it past two of them. He has a shot opportunity. He gets it in the bump as well. Sloop John finding the back of the net there.
Wow. What a play by Sloop John here. Not only gets the flick, but gets the absolute Shadow Realm send into MTX Slicer. I appreciate it.
And a tie game from the people who haven't won a single game in DCRL yet. A tie game here, and 2 minutes left to go. Nebula, I mean, on paper, they're just a different team, but when they're actually playing, you know, this is definitely a team that you want to watch out for, especially, you know, like we had mentioned earlier, they've got nothing to lose, so they're going to throw everything that they have at this here. And it looks like they have another opportunity. Freak going to throw it into the corner, though. Zero boost, tries to get a nice touch. He gets over two of them here. Still on zero boost, gets the mid boost, tries to go for the pass. MTX Slicer tries to steal it away. XLS throws it back over.
Isa now looking a little awkward into the Goons half as they are able to send it back downfield. Sloop John and Freak in the corner. Can Freak make a play mid? It is popped mid from MTX Slicer as now Isa with a fantastic clear. Potential open net here from KM King if he can rope this in and send it mid. Sent back out from Goons as Slicer's going to pay the price for that one. Isa now collecting the ball. Looking to make a play downfield. XLS chips it back into the Nebula side as King and Sloop John looking a little awkward in the corner. Sloop John rejected out by Freak. Isa with a clanger downfield as KM King looks to rope it in off the sidewall. Now Isa up for a potential shot, is unable to convert. KM King just annihilating their goaltender. I like it. Now is MTX Slicer just slow play. Can he get the pass mid? He gets it over to Freak. And, the double commits. I noticed it earlier. I wasn't going to say it in case it wasn't really prevalent. But I think the Goons are getting a little overconfident with who they're playing against. Yeah, because a lot of the open, or I don't say open nets, but, you know, low effort plays are just not being converted because of the double commits.
Yeah, I mean, Nebula's, they're doing a fantastic job finding each other, but a little bit of miscommunication there from the defensive line. It looks like no one was in net after that touch from Lone Isa, and Freak was able to just kind of roll it up into the very bottom right corner. Sloop John not able to find it there. Now 15 seconds left to go. The Goons have the advantage in the scoreline here. Looking a little bit scary, but shirtless MTX is popping off.
Shirtless. I actually forgot he was shirtless until you said that. Slicer now looking to make a play, rejected out from Isa as the clock very quickly ticks down. Nebula looking for any kind of play. Can Isa... Oh, what a demo from Shirtless, man. As that will probably wrap up this game here. But having said that, Nebula with a little slice of life remaining. That is it, however. And Goons will take game one.
Shirtless MTX doing a fantastic job there. Looking at the stats as well, he gets MVP for this game here, but you know, honestly didn't do a whole lot of touching, at least not as much as XLS here. And you know, he got his 2 shots, got his 1 goal, didn't do too much else, but his team did the rest of what needed to be done to win this game, with, you know, Freak picking up the save and picking up the assist.
Yeah, one thing I want to bring up is that Iza is a player that a lot of people sleep on. Iza was in grand finals last semester. I believe he was on Distortion, I think was their team name. Very, very good player. I want to see more out of him. I know that he's capable of doing a lot, and I think he just needs to understand that he is and take advantage of the opportunities that he does have. I am hopefully not lagging too bad, but yeah, as this second game here starts up, Nebula already starting some offensive pressure from Iza, who is now, is that the Jurassic Ranger or whatever it is?
You bet your
Wrangler?
butt it is. You bet your butt. I can't say I can't say it. I mean, I could, because K-Tool isn't here, and I could cuss on stream if I wanted to, but I won't. 30 seconds underway, and Nebula's got a lot of offensive pressure here. A nice opportunity coming up from Iza, but the pass from Slicer goes out. And now some nice opportunity from XLS. He goes for the bump, but he touches his own ball. They're going to kick it away from the field. And now in the corner for Nebula, and a lot of space for MTX to kick it off the back wall, trying to go for a shot. XLS goes for the pre-jump, but doesn't find any contact on the ball. And now, like you mentioned earlier, Goons might be getting just a little bit overzealous here. They don't want to get too overconfident.
Yeah. Having said that, though, they are understanding that Nebula isn't exactly punishing them. So, as I say that, XLS just absolutely bullying Nebula here over to MTX Slicer, who was rejected and 50'd out from Iza, is now KM King looking to make a play here for Nebula. Ridiculous pre-jump. I like it.
Oh, the demos.
XLS open net. Sloop is there to play defense here for Nebula as they try to bring themselves back into this series. I think the game 2, honestly, is more important than a game 1, because game 1, everyone's awkward. I say it every time I cast, but game 1s are just uncomfortable. Like, no one really knows what they're doing. It's a lot of shock and awe, right? This is a game where people do. So if you can take this one, it's your first main series game that you can take. So I think if Nebula really want to have a shot at taking this trophy here in the last week, or excuse me, these guys have one more week after this.
Yes, 0-6.
And yep. Then they gotta start yesterday. I think I just got kicked. I'm gonna reload. What is
Definitely
going
left
on?
the game, but
Yeah,
under 3
I'm
minutes
reload.
left to go, and still scoreless for this entire team so far. And I mean, it's looking pretty solid for both teams. A lot of offensive pressure coming out from Nebula once again here. They're in the corner. A good clear coming out from XLS. He tries to go for the shot, but it's just a little bit too wide. Sloop doesn't find contact. He's gonna go back into mid here.
Oh! Okay.
Freak.
Freak. Almost just making a complete statement. Is he rule oneing? Yes, he is. Freaking Iza in the goal. A backwards rule 1 broken up here, but XLS looking to make a play. KM King sends it back down for Nebula. Slicer in the offensive half. An open net. Is XLS able to convert? Unfortunately not, as Iza is there to recover for Nebula. Looking to make a play here on the offensive end as Freak slams it all the way back down for Goons here. MTX Slicer off the corner, looking for a pass mid. Excuse me. Lone Iza sending it off the sidewall now. Off the other sidewall. Iza loves the walls. I think he's exceptionally good at reading them. I think he needs to use them more. Because
another
there are
rule
not,
1
oh,
here.
yeah. We get a love story in the side. Here we go.
Oh,
Never mind, they already broke up. Dang, bro, 2024, am I right?
This has got to be some like rom-com series going on instead of DCRL. But a crazy opportunity from, a nice bump to stop the opportunity from XLS there. He had a really good read off that clear there. But double commit from the Goons here. Still scoreless in game 2 after 4 minutes of gameplay from both teams here. And I cannot believe how close this is.
I can't believe that we've seen 2 rule 1s get broken. That's just, I'm crying in the
That's
club.
a little bit
for real,
of a
Nico.
tragedy. I mean,
I'm crying in the club.
oh, it's a little heartbreaking if you ask me. But Iza getting a very needed save there to stop the offensive pressure coming out from Goons. He gets a nice 50 as well. Gonna go back into midfield. Sloop John gonna get a nice touch off the back wall. XLS gets a great clear off the back wall. Freak, another touch to follow this offensive pressure back up. But Lone Isaac kicking it away.
Slicer now looking to make a play. Opts to just leave the ball here as Sloop John is unfortunately not going to make contact as XLS and Freak in the corner trying to make something out of this ball here as they look really comfortable. KM King and Slicer clearing it downfield here. XLS potential shot here off the post. Is Freak there for a cleanup? He is. As now he will look for a pass mid. Opts to just slam it off the backboard. Is anybody there for Goons? Slicer, not the touch that he wants here, as it is quite slow. Sloop John here, slamming it off the sidewall. XLS will just bounce off the corner. No. It will not, and this will be an OT in game 2 here.
Yeah, a super close game. A nice opportunity coming up from the Goons at the last couple seconds there, but it was shut down by the clock. And now we're seeing overtime here. XLS has been doing such a fantastic job finding his teammates, and MTX is doing a great job, also finding his teammates. Freak with a crazy double touch. What?
That was a triple touch. Watch this.
Oh, and a nice pass from MTX as well to get right into the hands of Freak.
Wow.
And a 13-second overtime for the Goons.
I mean, I don't even know what to say. I will bring up that these games are a lot closer, like scoreline wise. Like it's what was the first one, 1-2 or something?
Yeah.
Like these are low games. I was expecting a lot of goals. I don't exactly know why, but this is not what I was expecting out of this game. But I'm not exactly upset about it. However, Nebula now needs to win 3 straight, or they are not taking this one.
Yeah, and I mean, they're doing a fantastic job finding the ball and getting those shots off. Lone Isaac having 4 shots alone and, the most shots out of the entire game here. But he's just 0-4 for goals so far. He's just not able to find the back of the net. And that is super infuriating if you're on Nebula's team here. But, as long as you keep shooting and you keep possession of that ball, eventually they're going to fall.
I think one thing that they do need to work on is their passing. I've been seeing it a lot in this series specifically of a lot of, broken solo plays, I guess is how I'll phrase that. But there aren't really any, real passes, and I think that is what is murdering their shooting percentage, because every time they take a shot, all 3 are back, right? So just move the ball around, attempt quality shots, and they'll see their score line rise.
And, with MTX doing a fantastic job passing as well as playing a good role on the back line, just doing a good job playing backboard defense, it's hard to find the back of the net. And with the amount of demos coming out as well, MTX picking up a demo as well in this first minute, it's hard to keep that offensive pressure. Midfield, Freak goes for the shot. Second man too close up. Izo just a little bit too close up there, and Freak's going to steal that one.
What a clanger here from Freak. Rocking the Nissan Skyline. Urban would be very happy right now. I don't know if he's in chat, but Urban loves off-brand cars. But yeah, already here in our 3rd game of the series, Freak is making a statement saying, we are taking... Oh, no. Oh. XLS saying, no me.
What a shot. I mean, a little speechless, I won't lie. A nice shot from XLS.
I feel bad for the mental right now for Nebula. That cannot help the situation that they are in right now. Oh my god.
A nice shot from Sloop John there. I mean, the defense just immaculate coming out from the Goons here, and now they've got a 1v1 opportunity. The 50 is low, and it worked out for the Goons.
Another one. That is a dime shot from MTX Slicer. This is the best shot he could have taken in this situation, actually. I was really anxious to see how he would attempt this. That is a beautiful chip. As not just over a minute into this game, every player from Goons has put the ball in the net.
Yeah, this is looking rather interesting. I mean, they're kind of just finding everything that could go correct for the Goons is going correct for them. They're getting their good 50s, they're getting good touches, they're getting good saves, and they're just having such amazing control of the ball right now.
Izo now off the backboard. Cam King moving a little bit too fast, is unable to reach it in time.
Okay.
Sloop John with a clanger off of the post. That is a interesting angle there. I did not even see that coming.
I thought it was going to go post out. It looked
Yep.
really scary. And even then, even so, MTX was there, but he didn't expect the ball to go in either. And now there's a little bit of life coming up from Nebula here as 3:30 hits the clock.
And they got to keep it up. Like I said before, they are down 0-2. They got to start picking it up. And as I say that, I don't even know what to call this. Like a double...
Oh, you don't know this move? Oh, you don't know
yeah,
this move?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I'm not.
Oh, this
I'm
is
not
the
well
pull shot
in,
off the backboard into the ceiling of the net.
I'm not super well versed in your ranked games, so it's.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That must be why you lost your last game.
Oh, here we go. No, I don't want to talk about it. Luke John here with a nice little kickoff goal. That's really all there is to. Oh no, Freak with the. You know what though? If you're Nebula, you just take these.
Those. You take anything that
you really
can
do
at this point. Absolutely.
Anytime that you can make your opponent uncomfortable is a pretty good time. So we'll see how they can pivot, though. They got to really up the ante on offense. So having said that, KM King off the sidewall. Sloop John might go for a play here. Opts to leave it for King. As now Freak looking to get freaky in the corner as XLS, quality second man, is unable to get the pass to the midfield. Was that a pinch off the sidewall? I don't know what that was, but
wow. Quality
touch out of MTX Slicer. XLS off the ceiling. Can the Goons get a play here? Isa.
Oh, the bumping coming out there.
As XLS off the corner. We got King slamming it down straight to Freak and XLS. They have been all over each other. Freak and XLS they aren't getting punished for it, but I don't know if they're realizing that they are all over each other this game.
They're definitely getting a little freaky, if you will. But Lone Isaac trying to slice this one in. MTX Slicer going to kick it away. Goes for the 50 as well, midfield. And now a lot of space for Sloop. He goes for the double touch. Oh my gosh, a great save coming up from XLS to clear it away. And now 2 minutes left to go while oh my gosh, another shot. I keep getting cut off because the amount of shots are crazy, but still a 2-goal lead for the Goons here, and they're just having a rough time finding the back of the net. But so many shot opportunities are coming out. Oh my god,
this could happen.
Finally, the Goons miss a save. They've been doing such a fantastic job saving, and they for the Nebula's sake, they finally missed a save. So a good.
I'm telling you, all Nebula has to do is up the shooting percentage. Sloop John is putting the team on his back right now. He is 50% shooting in this game. That is insane. And he is cut. Oh, come, man. I'm telling you, we cannot talk without getting cut off.
Dude, there's so much. I mean, we had I believe a 1-goal game last game, and now this is an 8-goal game.
I know. This is what I was thinking the whole series was going to be, just like back and forth goals. But it seems like I'm only prophetic in the third game here. But both teams looking really uncomfortable in this one. I want to see Isa kind of get a little bit more involved. Sloop John is putting in the work, but it isn't enough. He's got to get some help from his team here. As XLS clings it off the sidewall. I know someone's there for Goons, as Slicer is in the corner now. Isa. Sloop John off the backboard. Freak now off the backboard as well. This backboard is getting gently used, ladies and gentlemen. XLS and Freak looking awkward in the corner. Slams it midfield. No one is there as it is popped up off the corner. Slicer, Isaiah, everyone's going for the ball, ladies and gentlemen. XLS popping it up, maybe looking for a little solo play. Drops down mid for Slicer, who could get a nice little dribble play. Past one. Sloop John is there to reject the shot from MTX Slicer, who opts to hit. This is on net, I think, as Isaac clears it back out. Slicer needs to get rid of this ball. He's got the rumble magnet.
Go off the ceiling, my man. He looked like he had a really good opportunity. A double commit coming up from the Goons here. They try to just collectively go for this ball. No one fighting the back of the net here. MTX Slicer trying to go for the pass. Lone Isaac going to get for the clear here. And 40 seconds left to go. Goons still up 2, and it looks like it is. The ball is not going to be leaving Nebula's half anytime soon here. But Sloop trying to fix this here. He, like you mentioned, he's carrying this team on his back, and I would love to see Lone Isaac or somebody try to sneak up midfield as the second man and play a little bit closer here. But the offensive pressure from the Goons is just too strong.
That's gonna be the dagger. I think it's not winnable, but it's you're gonna need a gift from God.
Yeah, Eric,
But,
if you think you stand a chance against these guys, you should think again. But
yes.
maybe next season, buddy.
20 seconds left here in this potential sweep for Goons. XLS looking to make a little solo play. Rejected back out by Isa as Slicer slamming off the corner here. All Goons needs to do is play quality Rocket League for 6 seconds as Sloop John making a little play.
The own
Riz,
goal.
man, opts for an own goal. Unfortunately doesn't get it, but it will not matter as Goons take this in a very convincing 3-0.
Yeah, a fantastic job coming up from the Goons. What can I say? I mean, but I have to give credit to Nebula. Sloop John really put the team on his back this time. I mean, 6 shots and 3 goals for just Sloop John here. He did a fantastic job.
Yeah, unfortunately it wasn't enough. He did a very good job, but this is not the last game that we will see them play. So always room for improvement. That's the fun of the league. It's all for fun. We're all just having a good time. But
Absolutely.
yeah, we try to get everybody in here for a quick little interview.
Absolutely. They did a great job, and you know, I'm hoping that we can see more of Nebula and kind of see their progression throughout time. But
wait, Weevil gifted subs? Now I gotta
he did.
roar?
I was gonna mention that towards the end of stream, but you saw it earlier than I did. Yeah,
I did.
absolutely. I'm gonna pull these guys in here really fast.
I did. Oh no.
Oh, what? It broke like last second. I'm so mad at this thing.
Wait, is my video? Wait, is it still up?
Yes,
what
you're still
broke?
good.
Okay.
All right. Goons. How we doing? How we feeling after that one?
Amazing.
Pretty dang good.
Hey, Slicer, can you drop the volume on your phone a little bit? I think it's your phone.
Yeah, it was probably mine.
So, you guys grabbed that one in a very convincing 3-0. What was your thought process walking into that game?
Honestly, you gave us the motivation after you said they were going to sweep us. We took that personally.
Okay. Was that it, or was there? I guess was there any plan or course of action for what you were going to go for, or what the game plan was going to be?
Honestly, I just let Freak do the work.
Gotcha.
Logan, Freak's a
do what I
freak,
do.
and Logan's a monster.
And you're shirtless, so it all works
You're
out, right?
shirtless, Yeah. Yeah, you guys did a
Yes,
fantastic job. I won't lie. I mean, games 1 and 2 were looking a little bit, slow in our opinion. We thought that game 3 was going to be how the entire series went out. I mean, I think there were 9 shots or 8 shots throughout the entire 9 shots throughout the entire game 3, which is crazy because that's just so many shots. But you guys were doing a fantastic job saving towards the end of that game 3 there. XLS, I believe you had a crazy save coming off the top post bar down, and I don't even know how you saved it, but you just magically saved it. And MTX, you had some crazy passing plays. That was, I don't even know. There was just some crazy reads that were going crazy for you guys, and it seemed that everything was working in your guys' favor.
Yeah, it really did seem like you guys could not do wrong. Like anything that you went. I noticed there was a little bit of miscommunication between. I think it was XLS and Freak with the double commits and stuff, but they weren't punishing it, and you guys were understanding that and continuously putting on pressure. I guess I have that was my first time watching you guys play. Is the usual game plan for you guys just high pressure offense and just suffocate the enemy?
I'll let Logan and Freak answer. I feel like I've talked a lot, so.
Yeah, bro, we do that because, me and Freak double committed sometimes, but we just know that Slicer's got our back. We always have good defense and good recovery, so we want to keep that pressure up always.
Nice, yeah. I think it's imperative that you understand what role you play on the team. So you guys seem to be doing that pretty well because you are 5-2 now? Is that what it brings you to?
5-2 now, and you guys are sitting pretty solid on the whole standings.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be kind of fighting for that lower third of the entire bracket when you guys start playoff season. And what's kind of going into playoff season? What's something that you guys really want to work on? Round the edges out. Fix as we kind of get near that. We're last week of regular season, so now it is either shine or get rained on.
Scoring is definitely the thing.
There you go.
Scoring will win you games. Absolutely.
I like it. So I won't hold you guys up too much longer, but I believe your next game is against is it TPB? Yeah. So TPB is coming off of a loss.
Easy win.
Well, I can't really hear you too well, but
Doggy, it's gonna be an easy win. All right, that's what.
I'm just curious. I'm curious.
Shirtless,
Okay, I was gonna ask
Slicer
what
has
your,
got this in the bag,
like,
bro.
I'm just curious on what your thoughts are. Go walking into it, but I guess that answers my question. So,
Shirtless Slicer is locked in. All right.
We're coming for version 2 next. Last game was
yeah,
mistake.
that is a
Okay.
team. But I like it. Yeah, no, I'll be sure to.
Yeah, their winning
attempt to cast
percentage
that one.
is looking very pretty, but I do have
It's-
confidence for you guys. You guys do a fantastic job racking the boards. So, but congratulations for this week, guys. I'm very excited to see how you guys play going into playoffs. And if you guys have anything else, we're gonna end with that, I think.
Thank you for having us. It was a pleasure performing
Yeah,
with the boys.
with the boys. Yeah,
With
you guys
the
have a good
boys.
night.
Hey, you guys.
I
Too.
love you, Freak. I love you, Logan.
Love you too, man.
I'll be coming over later tonight. You better watch out.
I love you, freak.
Sure.
I'll leave my door unlocked.
Love you too, man. I love everyone here.
Okay.
Wholesome DCRL moments.
All right. Hopefully they've got some insulation in their walls. That's all I'm gonna
Yes.
say. But
I know.
a great showing coming out from the Goons. I mean, they did a great job. 3-0, a nice, great win for them, and some good quality casting. I think we did a great job. But I think that we do need to hear you rawr for us one more time. I think that it got cut off. I'm not too sure.
Hang on, my camera on.
Okay. All right.
Never a dull moment.
Coop Woof came out perfect. So, and I don't think so, Weevil. I think that was perfect.
I have no shame.
We got
Gritty last night on stream, and now I'm roaring.
definitely have a Coop roar stream coming land, but stay tuned for
That's
that. But
not gonna happen. Do not stay tuned for that. JD's in Lenelman.
thank you guys so much for tuning in. It was a great stream, and thank you so much for the subs, you guys. I believe it was Weevil, and we had a couple.
It was
from,
Weevil.
We had a couple from you guys as well. So I know that it's not exactly accurate right now, but it will be accurate as soon as it gets fixed. It'll probably be fixed next stream. I'm just not very good at streaming, so I'm sure it's my fault somehow, but we're not going to get into that. But Cooper, thank you so much for joining me, man. It's always a pleasure.
No problem.
And we're going to catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.
Man, that was so much fun.